going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're here today at Copart Yard 18 in Oklahoma City, 2829 Southeast 15th Street. Come check these guys out. I got to give them a big shout out for letting us come out here today. We're going to jump right into this today with a Chrysler Crossfire. You guys know how much I love my Crossfires. We've had this would be like number 3 or number 4 on the channel since we started doing this. This car is listed as a non-runner. It's a flood car from Farmers Insurance. It's an 05. It's my favorite. I don't care for the hard top, guys. I've always loved the convertibles, though. 93,000 miles on the odometer. The body's clean, but you can definitely see there is a lot of moisture built up on the interior here. So we're not gonna get into this one too much. As you can see, we got a lot of mold on the seats here. So this car was severely flooded, guys. Severely. We've got mold literally all the way up here. The mold is so thick, it's literally like growing hair on the seats. So I don't want to breathe too much of that in. Whew. Needless to say, it smells absolutely rank. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, take a look what's going on under here. That's a shame, man. This was a beautiful car. There we go. They've got the battery disconnected. Obviously, this thing has sucked up quite a bit of water. What I love about this car is how easy it is to work on, how easy it is to get to everything under the hood. Everything under here is so simple, so basic. It's just a Mercedes engine, 3.2 liters, so it'd be the equivalent of like a CLK 320. The transmission is right back here. Look how much room you've got to get to your transmission bolts, guys, to engine. Like, this car is absolutely easy to work on. We'll go ahead and check the oil real quick. It's actually the oil. No, it's overfilled. It's overfilled, so it most likely has water in the oil as well. But what you can do to check sometimes, you can pop one of these off right here, and you can kind of look down in it to see if water has been inside, and it looks like it has. I do see staining in there. Residue, some dirt. That should not be in there. Do the same thing to this one. Yeah, there's water. Yeah, there's water in here. So, oh man, I was thinking, you know, this might be worth trying to get started just to see if it cranks over or if the engine is actually seized up. But honestly, guys, I didn't realize the car was this bad on the inside. I had no idea it was this nasty. I cannot even begin to tell you, to explain, to put into words the smell inside of this car. I think the closest thing that I could come up with is probably, you already know, but let's see. Yeah, this thing, you can see the water line in here was well above the floor. All right, hopefully you can see that. I mean, it's bad, guys. Water line was well over here as well. You could see the grass and stuff on the doors. Yeah, this one's a goner, guys, unfortunately. I figured it's always worth coming and checking them out, guys. You never know when you're going to find one. I'm a little sketchy of flood cars, as are most of you probably, but there are some good deals on flood cars. You just got to come out here and really look them over for yourself. Obviously, this one is not going to be a good deal, so let's move on to the next one. Next on my list, BMW time, guys. I believe this is a 2019 BMW 430XI, right? 2019, yes, hey, I got it right. What do you know? You guys know I don't know my BMWs, man. I don't know my foreign cars. I'm an American car guy. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is with this one. This is a Gran Coupe, or I think in Europe they call them coupe. It sounds funny over here in America to say coupe, but I'm pretty, hey, you know what? They also call the trunk the boot, and I think they call the hood the bonnet. Look, I ain't making fun of the way you speak in your country. I'm simply saying that, you know, in America, stuff like that sounds a little weird. Just like I'm sure in your country, Americans sound really weird too. So, hey, if it's coupe, say coupe. You know what it's not? It's coupe, because they've got an E with a line go over it. So it is Gran Coupe. It's a cool looking car, guys. It's actually pretty big. It's pretty big. Look, it even says BMW LED right here on the light. This is a beautiful car, guys. I don't know if this one runs or not. I don't know if this is a flood. In fact, let me look at my list, because I'm it's a flood, but it says it runs and drives. Now, a European car in a flood would usually mean disaster, but oh, is it on? Why is the radio sitting here on? Do you smell that? That's yeah, that's flood, all right. She fired right up. Are you serious? Oh man, do we have any warning lights on? Nothing. No warning lights on. We have 8,761 miles. This is a brand new BMW. Come on, man. That ain't gonna make the flood smell go away, guys. Look at this. You've got Sport, Eco Pro. I'm not sure what that is. Your traction control. Let's put it in gear. Does it go into gear? To engage transmission, push the unlock button. There we go. Okay. All right. It went into gear. Does it move? It moves. Well, it did. Service vehicle against rolling. Close message. What is this? Probably because I got this damn door open, right? Let's try this again. Let's put it in drive. Okay, we're rolling. Yeah. Reverse. Okay, let's try to drive one more time, because if it's slipping out of gear, that's a problem. Why is it still beeping from the back when we're going forward? All right, anyway. Looks like the reverse camera is somehow stuck on or something. Can we turn that off? Let's see if we put it in drive, will it it's still stuck in, the reverse cam is like stuck on. Park. Come on over, it's in park. Yeah, but for whatever reason, the reverse camera is just stuck on. All right, I mean, it's a flooded BMW. It's going to have a few issues, right? Including the smell. But I got news for you guys. I know how to get the smell out. Smells easy. All you got to do, let me tell you, I've got an ozone machine. In fact, I got a couple of them. I got an ozone machine for houses and commercial properties. And then I have an ozone machine for cars. And I'm telling you, I have successfully gotten cigarette smoke out of cars. I think you're supposed to pull this twice, and I didn't. There we go. I have also, let me tell you something. My fiance, God bless her, accidentally left some soy sauce in the trunk. And that soy sauce bounced around and eventually exploded in the trunk of the Camaro SS. Now, I'm sure we all know what soy sauce smells like. But do you know what soy sauce smells like after baking in the trunk of a car for a week? Well, to say it is unpleasant would be the understatement of the century. I started looking around the car. I was like, what in the hell is the smell? Found the soy sauce, soaked through the carpet in the trunk and everything, took it out and cleaned it, and then used the ozone machine on it. And I'm telling you, you can get in that car right now, and you would never know the trunk had soy sauce spilt all over it. Let's take a look back here. It's very interesting that I don't see any signs of a flood, so I don't know if somebody came in here and really cleaned this bad boy up. But I like this. I like this hatchback look. This is clean, guys. This is really clean. Everything looks really good in this car. It's running perfect. Yeah, there'll probably be some electrical gremlins to deal with here and there, but the good news is, since it's in Oklahoma, most likely this was a freshwater flood, so you probably don't have a whole lot to worry about here. Man, she's clean. I love it. Yeah, this is going to go for some money. If I had it, I'd probably jump on it. But stay tuned for videos later in the week, because I'm going to show you what I'm actually winning this week and what I fully intend to bring home. Let me make sure we shut this off. There we go. What I fully intend to bring home this week, guys. It's another classic car. It's another old school car. I'll give you a hint. It's from the 60s, and it's a Mopar. Stay tuned for that, guys. I think you're going to like it. Next on my list is a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. You guys know how much I brag about Hyundai and Kia. I love these Genesis Coupes, man. These are some of my favorites. And while the turbo 4-cylinder is fine, I actually prefer the 3.8 liter. And this is the 3.8 Genesis Coupe. This thing's got the right color. It's black with that peanut butter interior. You got your big red Brembo brakes. Front tires are somewhat sketchy. 62,000 miles on the clock, which means it's got a long life ahead of it, but it did take a little bit of a tap in the rear end here. Now, I've already come back here and taken a look at it. The quarters are not creased. You don't see any damage in the quarters, so the frame rails back here are probably okay on the unibody. The pan back here has been pushed in just a hair, not too bad. You can see the crash bar is damaged. It's actually bent at an angle down. They did leave the markings so you can see where the damage is on this rear pan here. Got a little damage up here, some damage here, but the good news is the trunk lines are still matched up. You can see the trunk lines look really good. Trunk lines look really good right here as well. The trunk is damaged right here. You might be able to get that PDR'd. Then again, you may need to replace the trunk. Obviously going to have to replace this, and you're probably going to need to do a little bit of pulling on the back end here just to get everything nice and straight. Let me show you this gorgeous interior though. You can tell somebody really loved this car. It is absolutely beautiful on the inside, guys. I mean, it is gorgeous. Someone took good care of this car. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's an automatic. I would prefer this was a stick shift, but we can deal with an automatic. Let's go ahead and fire it up for you guys, see what she sounds like. It's listed as a run and drive. Push to start. That's weird. The exhaust doesn't sound good in my opinion. We've got some really nice gauges here. I like this. I like this a lot. That's nice. Genesis Coupe. Let's turn that air conditioning down just a hair. What do you guys say? Yeah, there we go. All right. Steering is nice and tight. We've got a nice sized screen in here. Probably not touch screen. I don't know, maybe it is touch screen. We'll find out once the thing comes to life. Check the important window, and it works. Air conditioning is on and it's cold. It works. This is nice, guys. This is real nice. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. There's your navigation. Let's see. It is touchscreen, I'd imagine. Yes, it is. All right. There we go. Unfortunately, the GPS is seriously off. It thinks that I am on Northeast 122nd Street. I can tell you this, we're nowhere near that area. We'll go ahead and pop the trunk real quick, make sure the trunk is still operational. It is going to need a set of tires. Oh yeah. It may not look like much, guys, but this is a phenomenal engine. It really is. These things are so torquey. It literally blew my mind the first time I drove one. I had no idea these things were this torquey. They will put you back in your seat. It shows that there's a little damage up here as well, although I'm not really seeing it. And it also says we're trashing the bumper. But again, the bumper's a little loose, but I don't see anything wrong with the bumper that would cause it to be, you know, necessary to replace. Okay, let's go ahead and put it in gear. Man, this thing is sweet, guys. This is a sweet ride right here. You guys want to know what it's sitting at right now? $450. $450. The auction is tomorrow. Now, don't get excited. It's not going to go for $450. Yeah, backward and forward. Yes. Okay. Let's check the trunk and see what it looks like back here once we get the trunk lid open. This is not bad. This isn't bad at all, guys. This is like, how bad is the pan? That's the question. The question is, how bad is this pan right here? And it doesn't look that bad. Truthfully, I think you could do some light pulling back here. It's just some very light pulling. A frame shop probably wouldn't take them 2 hours to have this thing perfectly straight and pulled out. And the trunk will close. Yes, it will. And it latches. Yeah. I'm going to keep my eyes on this one, guys, because I really, 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 really like it. We got one fob. It is so damn clean. Oil change sticker here from Firestone. I told you, somebody took care of this one. Next, we have a 2001 Mercedes-Benz SLK 230. So this is going to be the compressor. All right. It looks pretty decent, but it did take a nice little hit on the back end. So if you're wondering why we're even looking at it, well, 120,000 miles. I guess that's what that is. You can see the quarter panel is crunched in right here. The trunk has been smashed in over here, so it took a really hard hit to the back. Looks like a fairly high hit too, since it avoided contact with most of the bumper. The trunk lid, however, is pushed in significantly. This side took the brunt of the hit. This quarter is completely shoved in, and it actually twisted it and pushed it well past the passenger side door, which probably no longer, it does latch. That's actually impressive. Now, obviously, something like this would not be worth rebuilding. It's absolutely not worth it to have to take this quarter panel off and replace it. And chances are it's not just the outer quarter panel that needs replaced. Most likely, is this open? Most likely the inner structure has been damaged as well. And look at all of the components back here, guys. There's a lot of components back here, especially for this top. If I remember correctly, yes, this is a hard top that folds down. So everything back here has to line up 100% perfectly, or that top isn't going to work. So as far as I'm concerned, this car is trash, man. And actually, I'm very surprised. Apparently, this is a flexible bumper. A lot of Mercedes have these bumpers that disintegrate when you hit them. Apparently, this one took the hit, crashed in. Look at the damage back here. I mean, look at this. Wow. And the bumper just popped back out. Look at the pan. The pan is absolutely destroyed back there. That is crazy. Okay, so it's wrecked worse than I thought. So I wasn't looking at this as something to potentially rebuild. I was looking at it as something to turn into maybe some kind of a go-kart. Now, since it's a convertible, taking the top off is easy, and de-skinning it would reduce weight, and you could still drive it. You don't need fenders, you don't need doors, and you don't need the outer quarter panels, you don't need the roof, you don't need the bumpers. You could take all of this stuff off and save a ton of weight and have yourself a really fun, I mean, it's a go-kart. It's exactly what it is. It's a go-kart. We're not rebuilding it. In fact, we're going to take it apart even more. A Mercedes go-kart. Let's see if it'll fire up. No, it will not. It's got a Pioneer head unit. It's an automatic, which honestly sucks. Boy, the top has already had somebody taking it apart anyway, so I guess it's not such a, let's see if that opens, not such a big loss there. This little thing would be fun, guys, but again, a little disappointing. Oh my good God almighty, that is heavy. Man, come on, guys, replace your hood struts. They're not that damn expensive. This is ridiculous. Now I got to put the camera down because I cannot start this car, hook up a booster pack, and hold a camera while trying to hold up this massive hood. All right, let's see what this bad boy can do. Ugh. Well, she don't sound healthy at all. The brakes feel good. How's the tranny? Yeah, transmission moves forward and backward. All right, she's a little clunky, guys. She is a little clunky. Okay, so it is 120,000 miles. That engine just sounds a little rattly. Or maybe it's the exhaust. Yeah, it's the exhaust. Okay, engine sounds fine. I'm not revving it too much, guys. Like 2,000 RPM. There's your cup holders and toothpicks. What is the deal here? Come on. Let me tell you, if the glove box don't close, I ain't even interested in it. You know what I mean? I'm just messing around. There we go. There we go. We got a little cigarette lighter adapter right here. I don't know what that is. Power mirrors. Okay, that's power mirrors. No? Yeah, or maybe that's the convertible top. Weenie. Okay, I better stop messing with stuff before I do something I don't mean to do. As far as warning lights, we have the BAS ESP. A lot of times that'll go out when you turn the wheel all the way this way, all the way that way. But as far as mechanicals, a little four-cylinder actually sounds pretty healthy, guys. She sounds pretty healthy. The AC does work, by the way. Like I said, that's really not a deciding factor. Once you cut everything off, the AC isn't really going to matter. Yeah, this thing sounds all right, guys. She sounds all right. Last on my list is a hail damage car. You know how much I love hail damage cars, guys. I truly do, because it's like, isn't a hail damage car like the ultimate rebuild? You know what I mean? You don't actually have to do anything to it, and it's going to run and drive exactly the same as it did before. I love hail damage cars. This is a 2011 Cadillac CTSV. I'm kidding. It's just... I had you for a minute. I had you for a minute. You were about to be real interested in this one. Last car of the day, guys. No, it's just a Cadillac CTS, but she looks good. 81,489 miles. Loads of hail damage, but the roof is still, you know, intact. Windows are still intact. It's a good looking car. I'm not going to lie. This is actually one of my favorite designs that Cadillac has ever produced, at least since the 50s and 60s. Of course, it has your standard 3.6 that GM uses in just about everything. Busted taillights. You're going to be looking at one of these. Those ain't going to be cheap, but I'm sure you can find one secondhand for a reasonable price. The pillars are destroyed. I mean, these things are just awful. The mirrors are still intact. Look, it is what it is, guys. It's a hail damaged car. If you want something, look, all right, I've said this before, I'll say it again for the people that are new. If you're out here looking for something, especially if you're looking from dealerships, right? You're looking from a dealership, you're trying to find yourself, say you're looking for a, 2011 CTS. All right, you're looking retail, these things are ridiculously expensive through the roof, right? Even for an older one. You're like, man, I can't afford that. I bet you can afford this. I bet you could afford this. All right, if you don't mind a little bit of hail damage, it's the same damn car the dealerships are selling. It's the same car they're trying to sell you. The only difference is theirs don't have as many dings as this one has. This car is the same Cadillac, except this one's dead. You gotta be kidding me. Damn it, GM. I'll be honest. Come on. Oh, never mind. I was about to get mad. I don't like these electronic door handles that GM uses. They are finicky. Half the time they don't work. And if the battery goes dead, you are assed out. It is a real PITA to get in. Thankfully, boy, somebody's blowing their horn like crazy, ain't they? Okay, this is what the hell is this? Okay. So it's dinging like crazy. This is a Corvette key. There's this weird, there we go.
Best lineup in basketball.
That's weird, guys. Let's turn this AC down. If I can find the damn buttons to turn all this stuff down with. There we go. All right, let's fire this up. That rattling is normal for a 3.6. Don't feel bad. It ain't GM's fault. The Jeeps, Chryslers, Mopars do it too, and they with 3.6 liter as well. Not the same 3.6, but they're 3.6 liter rattles as well. All right, so here's the good news. The battery wasn't dead. The battery was not dead, which means this car has retained all of its memory as far as any error codes. And I'm looking. There's no error codes, guys. No error codes at all, which means everything appears to be operating properly. It is out of gas. It does say that you need to change the oil soon. But aside from that, let's give it a little rev. Okay. Sounds good. Let's put it in gear. Yep. Make sure she goes forwards and backwards. Yep. All right. Make sure we pop this hood and see if we can pop this trunk here. There we go. Let's take a look under the hood and in the trunk. It's got an air compressor back there. Boy, there ain't a whole lot of room back here, is there? Not at all. That's a weird trunk, guys. That's a very, very bizarre trunk. The interior needs a good cleaning. There's actually some cobwebs under the hood. Holy crap, is that stock? That must be for the coupes or something, huh? I'm not sure I've ever seen a strut bar, a strut brace on one of these before. But then again, we don't look at these all that often either, so take a good listen. Sounds all right. You got to watch out for the 3.6s, guys. They were notorious for timing chain failure, timing chain, timing guides, timing tensioner failure. So it is something to be aware of and look out for. It's got a full set of Michelins on her. Minimal curb rash to the wheels. You can tell I like this car because I'm actually spending some time on it. They're 18s, and these are Michelin. I already said that. I'm trying to figure out what the hell the rest of it is. Yeah, all I see is Michelin. Tubeless radial X. Other than that, I don't really see anything else. I was wondering if, yeah, surely they're not Pilot Sports or anything like that. Not on a V6 Cadillac. She sounds healthy. Exhaust smells normal. I think this is a good one, guys. It's a good one. And you know I love my Hell cars. So I'm going to keep this one on the list. We'll see what happens. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bounce up out of here. Well, you guys are going to bounce up out of here. I'm not. I got, 2 more videos to record for the week. But I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch this Copart walk around. Thank you to Copart for letting us come out here and do this again. This lot is 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Oklahoma City. Come out here and check out some of these cars for yourself, guys. Come pick you up something cheaper than what you're going to find at the dealership. Get you something from Copart, man. I highly recommend it. It's not sponsored either, guys. If you enjoyed the content, hit that thumbs up button, leave this video a like, let me know that you like the content. If you didn't, go ahead and hit that thumbs down button, drop your comments below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.